Welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by Request, where it's a review of Manos, the Hands of Fate. This request comes to us from fellow YouTuber Tyler2071. This movie has been basically called the worst film ever made. And to tell you the truth, to top Plan 9 from outer space, that takes a lot. Now, for those of you who have not yet seen this movie, I hope and pray to God I can save you guys about an hour and a half worth of your life. It's a story of a family who's supposed to be out on a nice vacation, and they wind up going down this one wrong road and meet up with a guy named Torgo at this place because, well, it's getting dark and everybody's cold and hungry and blah, 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 blah. Well, when they meet up with Torgo, he seems kind of strange, odd, weird, and he speaks about the Master. Well, anyway, the family ends up spending the night there at the place, and Torgo starts trying to hit on, well, let's just say the wife of the father of this movie. That's just going to go on forever. The Master is spoken of quite often in this movie, and for those of you who have seen some of the stupidity of this movie, poor you. And for those of you who haven't, I'm going to try and save you guys from it. There's so much time wasted in this movie. Apparently the Master has many, many wives, but he keeps wanting more. Torgo has an infatuation with the married woman, but the Master will have none of it. He winds up burning Torgo's hand and killing him in the process. The dad of this movie gets in all sorts of weird trouble, and almost seems like at one point he's almost going to have sort of like an orgy with the many wives of the Master, but that doesn't happen. So, Dad and the Master wind up having a face-to-face confrontation. Dad shoots him several times, but the Master acts like none of that even took any kind of effect. And by the end of the movie, these two women are traveling along. They wind up going down that old familiar road and meet up with apparently Dad, who is now the new Torgo. And we find out that his wife is now the Master's wife, and their young daughter, yeah, she's in there too. So when all the credits ran by, the movie ended with the end with a question mark on it. As if to say, maybe this movie was going to have a sequel, but, well, as far as it's been known, it never had a sequel. Thank God for that. It's shocking, a cult of weird, horrible people who gather beautiful women only to deface them with a burning hand. That's got to be the weirdest wedding that I think anybody's ever been to. I certainly don't want to be at that one at any particular time. So special thanks again to Tyler2071 for this weird request of Manos, the Hands of Fate. Until next time, for Doc Schlock by Request, stay strong and rock on, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Okay, let's turn that crap off.